And the other day over the weekend, there were another two stabbings about a block away from me. This makes the third or fourth time it's happened within a week. And you ask yourself, well, geez, where are you living? What's going on over there in Canada? Well, see, what happened is there's a homeless shelter that they tore down while they were going to rebuild and then have people move back in there. So the people that were homeless went over to the park right out front of this courthouse and put up some tents. And there's a church there, and a bunch of them put tents there. And unfortunately, after a time, it's attracted some people that don't get along with each other, I guess. And you're now seeing some violence and things. And the reason I'm doing this story isn't because of that. It's because Donald Trump came out and blamed these little shootings in El Paso on the internet and violent video games. Okay? And I'm going to say this, that's not true. Okay? Because violence is going, if you take away the guns and the internet even, you're still going to have the violence. Okay? Ask yourself what the real root of the problem is. And it's usually mental illness, people not taking their medication, not having a stable place to live, being forced to live in a park is a lovely experience, I would assume. And you get people of all different stripes, different beliefs gathered together, and then that's when the fights and arguing starts. I mean, you could even take the knives away. I'm sure there's been even more fights over there than stabbings. Okay. So now I guess the news has come down that they're gonna kick all these people out of there. Well, I don't know where they're gonna go. I guess we're gonna see a lot of people sleeping on streets again and stuff. You know. I mean, this is poor planning by this Peterborough local government, Peterborough, Ontario, that knew they were taking down this building and had no plan for these people. Okay? Kick them all out the street, see what they do. Right? Like put it on the rest of society to deal with it. Right? So, I mean, I go down to the corner here and I eat at a place called Pete's. I have breakfast. I go in there and some old guy says, Jesus, it's getting so bad around here. People are going to have to start carrying knives. This is, no, they're just not going to come around here anymore because people don't think that way. They don't just carry weapons to defend themselves. Okay? They don't want to do that. They want to go in areas where they can just enjoy the environment and have a breakfast or something else. And so here I am making this little video, and it's like, all they're doing is they're getting themselves kicked out of the park eventually here, right? And just to show you that the area I live in, it's there's issues like this because you got a youth shelter sitting right beside the building. You have a homeless shelter behind it, and then another one just up the street, and then you've got a soup kitchen just across from the park, and then you've got a food bank over like about another block and a half. What do you think's going to be attracted to this area, right? You're going to get groups of people just flocking in here at certain times of the day, right? They should have, in proper planning, you would spread that stuff out a bit so that it doesn't congregate a mass of morons in too many areas or too few areas. Like and it is, and who presided over this mess? Some liberal lady that thinks she knows what she's doing for people, and she hasn't done a damn thing yet. I mean, it's got to the point where the federal government lady, who also is a liberal, right, popped over and started yapping her mouth off, and there's still nothing getting done. I mean, why not bring the goddamn army in here and and build up something there on some crown land for temporariness. I mean, come on, use your freaking brains, people. We got an army. Make them useful. I don't know, guys. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that one out there. And like I say, when I feel stressed out and I feel upset or whatever, I hop onto a game called Guild Wars 2, and I go running around and I murder lots of people, but none of them really die because it's a video game. And I'm sure a lot of us are the same way. We use the video games to escape all this BS, right? It's the opposite of what Trump's saying. Okay, for the real people. Okay, crazy people, whether they had a video game or not, would do crazy things. And it's like Bill Whittle. I just watched a thing on with Bill Whittle, and what he basically said, and it's kind of true. With all this coverage and news coverage and that, these people are committing what's called suicide by cop. Okay, they go in knowing they're going to get killed by police, and they're going to get their face on CNN, right, or Fox or whatever. That's their fame. They're playing on that. So, don't publish the guy's name. Don't put him on CNN. Just, say somebody did this, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? It's good and it's bad for that. There are certain crimes I want to know who the name is, so that if the person moves into my area, I can watch my dogs or my girlfriend walking around. But anyway, yeah. So to Trump and the Fox News people, I gotta say, you're barking up the wrong tree, because how do you then explain this park down here having what 3, 4 5 people getting stabbed who don't have internet even? Yeah, exactly. That's the end story right there. Okay, and here it is. Okay, it's like in Britain, they took away the guns from all those people, and what they do? They just grabbed a bunch of knives and bats and started beating each other. Okay. It's mental illness. Okay. Normal people don't, walk into a place and shoot 20, 30 people. It's just, I know. I was in the military. They desensitize us to doing that. It's not normal, okay? But you got to know that it's not normal, or else you're going to have that problem, okay? I know I'm playing a video game. I know I'm not playing a video game, right? Don't put it on the video game, people. That's just not cool. It's people play video games to get away from reality. Why do you think I don't watch TV or movies? Okay? It's because they're all crap. They've been politicized by the left or the right for their own purposes. Okay? And if I wanted reality, I can walk right outside the door here and look what I got to deal with. Right? I just talked to the mother of one of the guys who got stabbed there. He can't go to work right now. Yeah, good. That's great. How's he gonna pay his rent? You see what I mean? And what I didn't even ask what happened. Okay, I'm not I'm not an actual news reporter. Okay, I'm just a guy who plays video games and likes to mess around with how they're made. Okay, I like visual stuff, and I like to play and have fun. But when stuff like this starts happening around you, you get a little freaked out. Someone was shot downstairs on the second floor about a year ago. They haven't done nothing to this area, and it's just going to keep doing this and over and over and over again until more than one person dies, right? So, so go ahead and dox me, eh? Come get me. You know what I mean? I think I'm not prepared for someone kicking the door in. You'd be in trouble. I'd probably get killed if a SWAT team showed up here and kicked in the door. But anyway, because I wouldn't know that they'd be the SWAT team, right? Anyway, have a good one, guys.